So whenever you want to work with the for loop, very simple. For let I is equal to 0, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus console.log. And whenever you want to work with the for in is also very simple. Let fruit in fruits. So we got a lot of fruits over there, and we are going to be fetching each and every fruit from the fruits, and this is the for in. So this is also fast iteration, and now we are going to be working on for in loop, for each loop. No, sorry, what is it? For of loop. So how to work with the for of loop? So there is letters array. In this array, we have a lot of characters like A, B, C, D, E, and I want to iterate each and every letter from the letters. So let letter of letters. So whenever you have the in, there we are going to be giving off. So when we guess off, and automatically we can go with the document.write letter, each and every letter I can able to fetch. So that is the one way. And if it is not array, it is a string, basically iterating over the string. So this is the string. From the string, I want to iterate each and every character. From string, I want to iterate each and every character. It means H I am accessing, E I am accessing, L I am accessing, and space also I am accessing. For each and every character, I want to fetch the thing. So that is actually called a for of loop. So you can able to get each and every character from the particular array. At the same time, each and every character from the particular word. So word iteration or array iteration. Array is going to be breaking, word is going to be breaking. So that is going to be possible by the for of loop. And it is very important in the part of the year 6. And important concept now, there is a concept called template literals. See, what is a template literal? The template literal syntax is like this. This is the template literal. This is the template literal. So whenever you want to write a template literal, you can write like this. So hello, React.js. So you can write like this. You can write like this, and str is going to be, this is not single equal to, this is not double equal to. This is not single equal to, this is not double equal to. This is called escape character. Escape character open, escape character close. That is called template literal. So whenever I'm going to be giving escape character, you can able to print the string. That is not a problem. And this is going to be having the simple string printing. So how to give the string alert str, alert str. So what is the str output? Str output is basically hello React.js now. Hello React.js now. So what I want to do now, I want to do simple thing. I want to make it this hello React.js. Instead of hello React.js, I want to go with the one more str. Str is equal to, I want to paste some more things. Now you clearly observe that. So I want to write like this. Whenever I want to write 2 lines of the code, React.js and Node.js, and I want to write Express.js. So this is a multi-line string. This is the multi-line string. So suppose this is str1, and this time I want to print the str1. So I'm giving the alert str1. Alert str1. So what is the output of the str1 now? So first of all, str is going to be printing hello React.js. Immediately I got React.js, Node.js, Express.js, and this is going to be printing line by line. The line by line is going to be having, so we are going to be printing str1 in the part of the pre tag. So what is the pre tag then? What is the pre tag then? So instead of hello React.js, I got React.js, Node.js, Express.js line by line. Yes or no? So that is basically template literal. There is a one more usage of the template literal. What is the usage of template literal? For example, A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. And result, the sum of the A and B, A is some placeholder, B is some placeholder, and summation is one placeholder. That summation is A plus B. A plus B having some calculation. First of all, sum of A is nothing but what? 10. B is nothing but what? 20. And E is dollar of A plus B. What is A plus B then? 30. So sum of the 10 and 20 is 30. Output is what? Output is what? Sum of the 10 and 20 is 30. So 10 is going to be taking by the placeholder called dollar curly braces A, and 20 is going to be taking by the dollar curly braces B. Two placeholders we are going to be taking. First placeholder, second placeholder. First placeholder got stored 10 value. Second placeholder got stored 20 value. Both values are going to be making calculation. That calculation we are going to be printing result. So this is the result. This is the result addition. This is the result addition. But I want to go with the result subtraction. Whenever you want to go with the result subtraction, you can go with that. So how to go with the result subtraction? I want to go with the document.write break. So what is the usage of break? What is the usage of break? Next line. So breaking the line. Then I want to take a subtraction. How to work with the subtraction? How to work with the subtraction, guys? So the subtraction of A and B is A minus B. A minus B. So document.write this time I want to go with the result of subtraction. So what is the result of subtraction? Now this time result of subtraction is this one, and this time result of addition is this one. So now we got addition, we got a subtraction. Now we got addition, we got a subtraction. Let's see where is the addition, where is the subtraction. So we got two alert boxes. After that, sum of the 10 and 20 is 30, but I don't get this one. Dollar result. Okay. R missing. Okay. We got two things now. So two alert boxes. After that, the sum of the 10 and 20 is 30. Subtraction of 10 and 20 is minus 10. So you can able to print template titles like this. Suppose I want to go with some other things like where, or now let me go with the let emp id is equal to 1001. Let emp name something like Govardhan. Let me give a string like a Govardhan. But I want to go with the details of the employee. How to print the details of employee? Document.write. I want to go with the template titles now. So how to go with the template titles? So this is the what actually we want to take. This is what we want to take. So now you tell me inside the template title, I want to access the dollar, the first one, dollar curly braces, right? Dollar curly braces. So curly braces open, curly braces close. And Govardhan, employee name. This is employee name. Employee name having dollar curly braces and this salary. Sorry, this is ID. And getting salary and getting salary. Let me give the salary here. Let EMP salary is equal to something like 40,000. So what I want to do, getting dollar curly braces and employee salary. See, I'm just going to be having a complicated string. This is complicated string. Whenever I want to get a single word string, in this particular string, I want to get placeholders. The first placeholder is employee name. Second placeholder is employee ID. Third placeholder is salary. The word you are going to be creating in the meaningful way. So first one, employee name. Employee name, nothing but Govardhan having 1001 ID. 1001 ID and getting this much salary and getting 40,000 salary. I want to print this one. But before that, I want to take a break. After the subtraction also, I'm taking a break. So this template title, I'm getting make stop. Now I don't want to put any alert boxes and all. Just try to work out this one. First one addition, second one subtraction, third one is employee details I'm going to be printing. So what is the output of this? Now we got the output, Govardhan having 1001 ID and getting 40,000 salary. A complicated string I got created with the template literals. Which is going to be nothing but taking placeholders by the expression. So what is this concept called expression? What is this concept? Suppose I'm going to be writing something. So dollar curly braces. This is called actually expression. This is called expression. So expressions are going to be working. Expressions are working inside the template literals. Expressions are working inside template literals. expressions are working inside template literals. This is template literal syntax. What is the syntax of the template literal? What is the syntax of template literal? This is the syntax. This is the open escape, and this is the closing escape. This is the concept of template literal. Syntax of the template literal is this one. This is the syntax of the template literal. Whatever you want, you can write inside. This is the simple syntax of the template literal, not single quote, not double quote. One is the escape code, one is escape close. Escape open, escape close. Escape as entry point, escape as a exit point. So that is actually syntax for the template literal. So try to understand this. And the same concept if you want to do in ES5. For example, sir, I don't have any concept of template literal, sir. I'm just using the plain JavaScript. We already know about the plain JavaScript. The same concept we are going to be working in the part of ES5. If you want to create a multi-line string, we need to go with the new line \n. Whenever you want to give the some tab, you need to give the \t. But with React.js, with the concept of template literal, with the ESCX feature, what we are trying to doing is we are trying to put in the escape character. By the escape character, no need to write this one. No need to write this one, and no need to write the plus symbol. Directly escape open, escape close. That is going to be breaking the strings. The next one, the next important thing is whenever you have the two variables and whenever you want to go with the result, then we need to give what? Sum of plus a plus concatenation. We need to work with the concatenation. Concatenation basically somewhat of a confusing topic. So people can't able to understand, sir, what is a single quoted added? Single quoted added for one string, and A is going to be concatenating with the plus and plus. A is going to be concatenating with plus and plus. So without having this confusion, we are directly having the dollar and curly braces. Dollar and curly braces is going to be placing the value there. But here, if you want to place the value in the plain JavaScript, you need to work with this plus a plus a variable name plus. That is basically concatenating your string. Concept, same concept. I'm going to be working, for example, of employee, or now I'm going to be working with the student ID. Student ID, where student ID? This is time of ES5 where, right? Where student ID is equal to 101, and where student name is equal to something like Tirupa, and where student salary or student salary so is equal to something like 2 lakhs 30,000. Suppose I want to print the resulted string. How to print the resulted string? Where resulted string, so result str. What is the result str now? I want to print a document.write. That document.write is going to, so that string, first of all, we want to make it greater. So employee name, who is the employee name? Tirupa, right? So I want to give the Tirupa first. So how to give Tirupa first? Employee name called, then I want to give the plus, and I want to give the plus. Employee name called student name. Is having ID. So ID I want to make it create. If you want to make it ID create, you need to call the ID. Is having ID and getting means getting plus salary. How to give the salary again? Inside this student salary. And salary. So see, this one is complicated one. This one is bit confusing topic. Right? This one is bit complicated. This one is bit confusion. Why? Because of every time we are going to be making string concatenation. So by the string concatenation, you are going to be confusing with the single quotes and you are going to be confusing with the pluses. We are using a lot of pluses over there. For each and every variable, we need to give the plus before, plus after. And we need to close with the strings in the single quotes or double quotes. So people are confusing with this concept of ES5. So that is why reason ES6 feature came. With ES6, we are going to be using the template literal. With the template literal, we are going to be using the called expressions. With expressions, this concept is making easier. This concept making easier. So here you see, this is very simple, right? In his year 6, this is very simple. In template literal, we are going to be taking the expression called employee name having employee ID and getting this much salary. This much salary. So it is simple basically. It is simple basically. So this is the way of using the template literal in the part of the year 6. And then one more important feature, default value parameters. Default value parameters. For example, how to create with the default value parameters. Suppose whenever you are going to be creating a function, you are going to be creating the function directly for the parameter, we are giving the value. Directly for the parameter, we are giving the value. So name is equal to world. Name is equal to world, or something like name is equal to React.js. Now, next, in the part of the function block, I am going to be returning something. Return hello, and again I am going to be using template literal. Return hello name. Hello name. What is the name contained with? Name already having something like React.js. Name already containing with something like React.js. Okay, so that React.js I want to update with Node.js. If you want, you can update with the Node.js. How to update with the Node.js? Document.write. Say hello of Node.js. Then this is Node.js, and this is the React.js. Now you see the output is very simple. The default value parameter. First thing is hello React.js. Second thing is hello Node.js. If you want to do update, you can do update with the Node.js. So if you want to do update by the calling of function, you can pass the value. By the calling of function, you can pass the value. By the calling of the function, you are not passing the value here. You are not passing the value. You are not passing the string. By default, some string is coming. What is the string coming? React.js is coming. But the second line, we are trying to passing the value for the default value parameter. Default value ni we are going to be updating with some other value. Default value is React.js. We are updating the value with the Node.js. So that is possible. So let me write one more example for this. Suppose I am going to be writing a function emp details. EMP details. In the part of EMP details, I am going to be writing the details of the EMP. ID is equal to ID is the first parameter. ID is equal to 101, and the name is equal to something like Srinivas. Name is equal to something like Srinivas. And one more thing, comma. Salary is equal to something like I'm going to be giving 35,000. Now this function is going to be having something now return. So this is going to be having template literal again. So take a template literal, and here this is going to be name. Name is name. Name is name. No, name is name, and comma name, this one, and ID which is going to be having again curly braces and ID. Don't give ID basically. ID is keyword. ID is what? Keyword. I'm going to be using employee ID. Employee ID. So copy the employee ID over there and give here. And salary. So this function is executing now. This function is executing with the value. So what is the salary now? Salary. What is the salary now? Salary. If I call the function, if I call the employee details, what is going to be happen? If I call the employee details, what is going to be happen? What is the output of this function? So this is going to be returning something, right? This is going to be returning something, and this is going to be available with the employee details. Employee details I'm going to be printing in document.write, or you can give alert box. Let me write document.write. Okay, fine. Now you can check it out. After this, hello Node.js, hello React.js, I want to give the break. How to give the break? Document.write break. That's it. Now see the output of this program. This program already having some output called hello React.js, hello Node.js. Then name Srinivas, ID 1001, and salary 35,000, which is not going to be having any value passing. We are not passing any value for the function. But in JavaScript, compulsory we need to pass the value dynamically. But here we are not passing any value here. But all the values are Default value is this one, and default value is this one, and default value is this one. Is it clear? For example, sir, you can able to override the values also. How to override the values? For example, I want to write one more document dot write break, and after that I want to give the one more employee details. This one write again. This one write again. If I'm writing again like this, employee details, I'm going to be giving something like 1 or 2, passing the values, 1 or 2, and something like Chandrakala. What is the spelling of Chandrakala? Chandrakala. And Chandrakala is going to be giving 30,000. So now this document dot write is passing the values. We are passing the values for EMP ID, we are passing the value for the EMP name, and we are passing the value for salary again. And finally, output is what? Now this time, name Chandrakala, ID 10102, and salary is 30,000. So default value we can able to give, and we can able to give assignment. That is what actually ES6 feature. But in normal plain JavaScript, we can't able to provide any default values. So there is a one example without having default values and all in ES6, ES5. So ES5 also you can check it out. In ES5, there is no value assignment. There is no value assignment, only parameter written. Only parameter writing, parameter written. But coming off ES6, we are having a default value also you can able to provide. For example, EMP salary is not going to be changing for employees. EMP salary is not going to be changing for employees. In that time, I don't want to change the salary. Salary will be the default parameter value. Only the name and ID you can change. Only the name and ID you can change. Can I write the program for that? Can I write the program for that? So I'm writing one more function now. This function is student details. Student details. So in the part of student details, I'm going to be writing something, and student ID is going to be getting changed every time. Student ID is going to be changing every time. So underscore, you can take underscore. Okay, student ID you can able to change every time. Student ID, comma, name you can able to change every time. The name, comma, and salary for the students or marks for the students. Marks. Okay, marks may be common marks people are actually coming, or grade. Can I give grade? Grade is equal to something like A grade. All these particular students are A grade students. Then what I want to do, return name is name, and student name is student ID. Yeah? This is student ID. First one is student ID. Student ID is this one. Call the student ID, and this one this time. Sorry. This is the name. Okay, no problem. So this is the name. Name is, call the name, and the grade. And the grade is grade. Name something. 2 commas. Now tell me, whenever I want to access this particular employee details. Okay, let me access this document.write student details. Can I call the student details directly? Can I call the student details? So student details, inside student details, I want to pass the 2 things, but I'm not passing anything. I'm just calling the function of student details. What is the output of student details? Guess. What is the output of student details? Guess. Student details, undefined grade A. Undefined grade A. Why? Because undefined. Why undefined? We don't have any values for the first 2 parameters, but the third parameter we have the default value parameter. That default value parameter is what? A grade. So A grade value is coming. This is not giving any output error. So first one is undefined, second one is undefined, and grade will be having value. Okay, so next time if I want to call the function, I want to pass the values of the student ID and student name. So 1 out of 1, and this one Tirupa. And second time I want to pass the value. Govardhan. So 1 or 2, passing the value 1 or 2 Govardhan. So try to understand, guys. This is very, very important. Govardhan. So now you see the output. After this, you take a break every time. Take a break this time, semicolon break, semicolon break, semicolon break. Now you see. So we got